Hey there, I'm Robert Dempsey, and you're watching the third part of an introduction to Agile and Scrum. Let's take a quick minute to review the Scrum process. For all of the details of the process, please see part 2 of the Introduction to Agile and Scrum series. So we start off the Scrum process with our product backlog, which you see here. We then move into release planning, followed up by our sprint, which begins with sprint planning, and during the sprint has the daily Scrum, which is every 24 hours. That sprint produces an increment of product. We show that increment during the sprint review. And finally, the team has the sprint retrospective. After that, the entire process begins again. So what have companies that have actually implemented Agile and Scrum seen as results? Well, back in February of 2008, there was an Agile survey done, and 642 folks responded. 82% of the folks that responded had increased productivity. 77% had an increase in quality. 78% had an increase in stakeholder satisfaction. A lot of happy users out there. And finally, 37% of respondents said that they experienced a decrease in project costs. So let's look at this for a minute. We have increased productivity, increased quality, increased satisfaction, and decreased costs. At a minimum, I would say that these are absolutely compelling arguments for at least giving Agile and Scrum a try. And that wraps up my Introduction to Agile and Scrum series. In episode 1, we looked at what Agile and Scrum are and looked at the Agile Manifesto and started to get into the process. In episode 2, we dove into each step of the Scrum process in detail. And today in episode 3, we wrapped it up with the benefits that companies have seen by implementing Agile and Scrum in their organization. So I got a lot more videos to come, so stay tuned at agiledevelopmentwithrob.com, and I'll see you next time.